Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Greetings, YouTube is normally like a friendly greeting, something that conveys optimism, positivity, etc. This is going to be a little bit more of a cynical video, so I don't know if Greetings, YouTube even fits with it. But basically, I've had some people complain behind the scenes that I haven't made a video about this week, and I just really didn't know what to say, and so I figured at some point a forum post would sum it up better than I could, and here we are on this Friday the 13th. Friday, May 13th to be exact. Because I've noticed this on my phone a few times, and sometimes you have to check the node, right? Like, it can say the word parry, and the opponent doesn't parry, and it's because of the node. Maybe there's a restriction node on it. Maybe you're going to have some kind of defect or debuff put on you that makes you mesmerized, for example. Maybe, just maybe, they're unblockable. Maybe, just maybe, they're unstunnable. But more often than not, I'm getting the complaints that they've checked all these options, and no, there is no node that should prevent them from being parried, and they also know that because then maybe the next time they go to parry, it works, and so it just didn't work that one time. Of course, if you're in a high level of Alliance Quest or Alliance War especially, or Cavalier Event Quest, or maybe Act 7, who knows, maybe the Abyss, if you have a parry that fails, you don't have a chance to do another parry because you're knocked out. You are done. And so I keep hearing that ever since Kabam said mission accomplished, we don't need to give you any more compensation on Wednesdays, or for some reason even the opportunity to swipe your credit card for Nexus crystals on Wednesdays. We're just gonna be. It's just done. Just opt in. And if you need to be better, buy a new phone. Or if you need to be better, get good. But it's not on our end. We are putting our hands up. We're backing away. We have nothing left to prove. Well, some of you are experiencing worse problems than ever before. And I get that to a certain extent, everybody on some phone is always going to have a chance to have a problem. I don't know if there's ever going to be a point in the game where there's going to be no reports of bugs. I don't think you can look back on any month in the history of this game where there wasn't some forum post about a phone not working, Android or iPhone. But I don't think, with that being said, that it should be as frequently reported right now as it is if the game was working as intended. That brings me to Skydad23 with, I believe, a Wong profile pic. First time I've talked about that in a forum post. Is block when trying to parry not registering at all for some? The old parry issue seemed like when you went to block, it just registered late recently, especially in Battlegrounds. When I go to parry, nothing even happens. Blocking doesn't even register. And I continue to keep taking hits like the champion was unblockable. I have mainly noticed it in Battlegrounds, but that's because maybe I've been playing that more than anything the last couple days. And it has nothing to do with masochism. I'll try to block, nothing happens. 5-hit combo, try to block immediately again, nothing happens. 5 combo to the face again, and I'm guessing a knockout. And you can see 4 people have agreed with the forum post, and that's it. Now, normally when somebody agrees, there is a comment thread that is added to the post, and that is the same here. DHVS123 also with a Mordo profile pic. This is exactly what is happening to me. It is weird, though, as it seems more persistent in certain game modes or in clusters. And then it does not happen as much. I am just kind of meh about it at this point. It makes me want to just put the game down out of exasperation. I am past being upset. That's probably a very bad sign. Yeah, I would say that is the emotional sign that you are ready to retire from the game. When you are so burnt out of having something not work and you're told that you're the problem or your phone's the problem, yeah, of course. Skydad23 responded with, could not have said it better. Well, look at that little bromance going on in the comments. And then we have a new one, try Aksha. Same thing, but happens to me in Quest and Alliance Quest. About 40 to 50% of the time I can't even intercept. The defender just runs through me even if I have thrown an attack. I tried after disabling the beta features, and it got a lot better in quests, but Alliance Quest still feels the same. I know it's day 5, but I have already revived twice in Section 2 on Map 5, which I have never had to do before, and I think it's important that that Summoner said that in the post, because the people who are reaching out to me oftentimes are not people who've ever reached out before. We're not talking about people who complain for the sake of complaining, right? We're not talking about people who have shown up as the negative Nancy's, as the Mr. and Mrs. Negatives of the forums or YouTube or Reddit or you name it. These are people who've never spoken up before. When those people start to say something, you got to take them seriously because they're credible. They're not just doing this for the sake of ranting. They literally are seeing this for the first time. Floor Killer. Like one YouTuber told me, if you still have issues, buy an iPhone because Kabam said issues are fixed. LOL. I thought iOS was having the most issues, which is also really just a reflection on what a forum post. Thank you, D. Jones, by the way, for sending this to me. I want to make sure I shouted you out before we ended this video. Mission accomplished is the opposite of that. And I get Kabam doesn't want to give us any more compensation, right? They didn't want to give us compensation when Act 7 hit. But now with the eternity of pain, and you better believe they were circling this, even though you have unlimited retries as a way to make some money this summer, they don't want to give us anything that could cost them money. They're a for-profit company. I'm not saying that doesn't make sense. It does. But when the game's still broken and you say that the mission's accomplished and it's fixed, it just creates the same kind of burnout that we've seen in some of the comments on this thread, where people are just like, well, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 5 times, I'm retired. And that's just a very common thread I've seen emotionally in these comments. Thanks for watching and clicking on this video. Have a good rest of your weekend.